Hey everyone, Anneke Godlewski here, and it is another week of Maximum Storytelling. This week, we are going to talk about the most wonderful program out there called Canva. I have to thank attorney Don McClure in Houston, Texas, for turning me on to Canva. It is so easy to use. There are tons of templates. Even if you have one of the free versions, you still have so much access to designs and great fonts and all of these stock photos, all these wonderful tools for creating everything from Instagram posts to Facebook posts, Twitter posts, any type of social media you can imagine. One thing that I struggle with, I could absolutely kick myself for not paying more attention to it when I was in school. But right around the time that I was graduating from high school and beginning college, there were all these graphic design courses that you could take. Well, graphic design was brand new at the time. And I'm like, oh, that's not that big of a deal. I don't necessarily need that to graduate. So I'm not going to pay too much attention to it. Little did I know that everything was going to completely blow up when it comes to design. And if I would have taken just a couple of those courses, I would have, been a little bit more well-versed when it came to creating really gorgeous posts. So I have a decent eye when it comes to identifying what looks good. I'm just horrible at creating it myself. So that's why Canva has come to my rescue so many different times. Now, I will share my screen with you guys so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Let's see. Canva is the perfect place for you to create virtually anything. Okay, so here we have any type of design that you would ever want to create. Okay, Instagram posts, flyers, logos, if you need help with a logo, posters, newsletters, cards. And there are so many different templates that are available. And the cool thing about Canva is you can, let's just say you want to create a Facebook post, right? So this is already sized perfectly for a Facebook post, which is awesome because half the time the battle is, well, is it the right size? And when I try to upload it, maybe I need to crop it and it doesn't look right because it doesn't fit in that, fit in the screen well. Well, Canva sizes everything for you. So here's one for Facebook, but let's just say you want to make the same exact post on Instagram. Well, then all you have to do is resize it. And Canva will automatically put it in the dimensions that you need it to be. So there you go. Then all you have to do is download it. I always download as a PNG. I mean, you can do it as a JPEG. Preparing your designs. And then all of a sudden you are left with a PNG that you can then upload to Instagram, Facebook, wherever you decide to do it. So in checking everything out with Canva, they came up with this beta. Well, it was in beta for a while, but they came up with this feature where you can animate what you create. So that's one of the reasons why that's so cool, is because then you end up with movement, obviously, in your post and what you end up putting out, which adds a whole extra layer and a whole cool element. But you end up with something that just looks really neat. But when you apply that same theory to your logo, you end up with an animated logo that is perfect for intros and outros for your videos. So I'm just giving you this example here. For those of you listening at home and not watching, you'll be able to, what Canva does essentially is takes all the text, all of the images in the design you're making, and it animates it so that it's moving across the screen. There are a bunch of different options that you can choose. You can have it block where it, scrolls from left to right. You can have it pan, you can have it tumble. Again, you'll have to check out the link and see the actual video for very concrete visual examples. But essentially it just animates everything so that it turns it into a little video. So when you go to download it, it leaves you with an MP4 video clip. I'm downloading it here just so you can see what this looks like. And again, we're just using a basic Valentine's Day template since, it's 4 days before the big Hallmark holiday that everybody loves. I'm just waiting for this to download here. But when you end up with this MP4, it's a really short clip. You can change the number of seconds that, the length of that video. Sorry, this is taking a little long to download. But what you end up with is this, cool little thing. One second, play it here. You end up with this cool little thing that you can then attach to the beginning of your video. So I'm going to show you guys an example that I did for Yana Nation. Yana stands for You Are Not Alone. They are an organization that helps families who have children with special needs. And so we created this video. And when you see it, the first couple of moments are the logo from the Yana Nation logo, but it's animated. So you can see here how Yana Nation shows up on the screen. And it just pans out. It just looks really nice. So, and then at the end of the video, as the outro, we have the same thing. After we get through this like goofy little educate, advocate, elevate, celebrate, and then the Yana Nation logo pans across the screen again. So how we did that was, went to Canva. We had, let's see, I created just a blank. All you have to do is you create a blank design. And the pixels are right there. They're already, predetermined for you. So you choose a design for video, blank, and then I just uploaded those logos right here. So I had already uploaded that, add that into this blank design. So essentially you end up with text, you can add text. Just added these words here with the text feature. Right here, you can, choose whatever font you want. So you just kind of put this together however you want it to look. Well, then when you go animate, if this didn't have anything, so before I animated it, it would say animate. Then you choose which one you want. I chose to have it fade. That's how I want it to look as it goes across the screen. Fade was, the favorite, the one that I chose. And then when you download it, you end up with a nice MP4 of this animation. Again, it's going to take a second to download. But you then take that MP4 clip and when you're editing your video, you put it right before the video clip that you make of yourself talking about whatever subject matter it is. So again, it just takes a quick second to download. And for all of you listening at home, I would encourage you to just go to the links that we have right in the podcast notes. That way you can get a better visual of everything that we're talking about here. It's almost done downloading. Sorry, guys. I just wanted you to have a real world example. So bear with me 1 second. It just takes a little while. So when you end up with the MP4, you can use it as an intro. You can use it as an outro. Another thing while we're waiting for this to download, one thing that we did is we wanted text to run across the screen separately, right? So we have these statistics that we thought would look nice if it pans across the screen. And so this statistic right here, the cost of raising a child is roughly $240,000 from birth to age 18. For a child with special needs, those expenses can quadruple. We thought that it would be more effective for people to see that statistic rolling across the screen. And then at the end, we still have the logo rolling at the very bottom of the screen. This was all done on Canva, you guys. It was so easy. So we did, the same exact thing here. We'll open up this MP3 and you see that it just scrolls right through, right? And it becomes live or animated. So then what you do, and I'm not a Mac person. I wish I was, because Mac has so many awesome features when it comes to creating video. I just did this in a simple video editor. This came stock with Windows 10. So then when you open up this project, you can see all of the different video clips that we have here to piece together this video. This was an awfully long one, so it was a little different. But down here you can see the storyboard, and we just upload that. I uploaded that MP4, put it right here. It was 3.3 seconds long. And again, it's going to take a minute to upload for you guys to see it. But essentially, you just add your, you just add the file. This is the thing that we just downloaded. This is the MP4 that we just created. So when we add that in to the project library, you can choose that one. So here it is, and you can just add it right to the beginning of the video, hit play, and then you see it go across. Now you can see here that we already, I'll just go ahead and delete this one that we just added in, but when I created this video in the first place, we just took that MP4 clip and just added it right at the beginning. And then you have that animated, the animated piece. Again, same thing. We just took text in Canva, animated that text, and turned it into an MP4 and just put it right in all the little spots where you want it, so that when you piece together all of these separate MP4s and you export it and finish your video, then you end up with a video just like this. So this is nothing more than just, clips pieced together. And Canva helped us do all the animation. So I think I pay like 12 bucks a month for the pro version of Canva. You can really get away with using the free account if you wanted to. I know with the paid one, you get access to a few more of the stock images and a few more of the templates, but I would really recommend just trying it out with the free version and see, if you run into something where you do want one of the pro features for whatever project it is you might be working on, then, it'll make sense to go with the paid version. But again, it's so easy. It's so simple. And what I'll do too, I'll just double check to make sure that we don't have any questions in the guild, because luckily all of the Maximum Lawyer Guilders get to tune into this live. So it is one of the many reasons that you should join Maximum Lawyer Guild, because you get to have complete access to all the podcasts as they're happening, so that you can ask questions. If you guys have any questions about Canva, or if you want me to walk you through it, please feel free to reach out, because and we could even have maybe a little workshop on it if anyone was interested. But don't be afraid to upload your logo to Canva, click the animate button, mess around with it. It really is. It's a really, really great feature, and it can add a lot of depth to your videos and make them look extremely professional when it doesn't even need to be, because there are just really, really so many features that'll make you look like you are just a stellar videographer. And it's been an easy learning curve for me. So if it's an easy learning curve for me, it's definitely going to be an easy learning curve for you guys too. But again, make sure to tune in every week, 12:30 Central, 1:30 Eastern, for another episode of Maximum Storytelling. And if you guys have any questions about Canva, or you have any suggestions on what you would like to see here on Maximum Storytelling, please let us know. Thanks and have a good week.